So Charlie comes across the street the other day and says to me, hey, did you know that today is springtime and that means it's time to be doing something with asparagus? And he's a neighbor, he's a great guy. I don't understand anything about asparagus, but today's recipe is all about asparagus. I know they're going to be thrilled about it. It's got a burst of flavor that makes a great addition to any meal, or better yet, can be a meal on its own. And I'm not a big asparagus guy. When I was a kid, it was one of those things that was actually on my plate that they would say, you know, you've got 5 minutes to eat that or it's straight to bed.
I understand.
And it was usually pretty mushy.
Yeah.
In the kitchen with us right now is Heidi Lang. I understand you know all the things when it comes to cooking, and you can turn me around on this, right?
I do. I'm a cooking instructor for the Fit Cooking School, and what we do is we try to teach people how to take ingredients, simple ingredients sometimes, and combine it with vibrant ingredients, like the soup. We're using ginger and coconut, and
with asparagus, ginger and coconut. Okay.
So this is a Thai-scented soup, and it's easy and it's healthy. And we're using an ingredient that a lot of people don't know anything about called lemongrass. And I'm going to show you how to use lemongrass and how to use the ginger and create this incredibly fragrant soup.
All right. Well, I've been convinced before. I've been turned around. So take me through the process.
I'm going to modify your view on asparagus. You're going to be turned around. So here we go. So what we started with, we had a cup of onions, and I already sautéed those, so we'd be ready with some butter. So I'm going to heat this up a little bit.
All right. When you say heat it up a little bit, how high do you heat it
This is a medium heat.
Okay. Good.
Okay. And while that's just heating up again and again, for those of you at home, we already started this. We have the butter, the 3 tablespoons of butter, and an onion in here. Okay. So here's the ingredient I was telling you about, lemongrass. Okay. You can buy this in Asian stores. You can also buy it at better supermarkets. Okay. It's got a lemony flavor.
How do you know when lemongrass is fresh? I mean, again, I don't know in the store. Is it fresh?
When the greens are not wilted like this. They're always a little bit wilted, so they're the stalk is kind of hard. So we take out the outside, kind of like a scallion. Okay. And first thing we do is chop off the top. Right. This one, we're looking for the purple rings. We see those purple rings there?
I got the purple ring. Yeah.
And as you see here, when we slice this, we want the purple rings. We don't want the green rings. Those won't taste good and they'll be harsh. Okay?
Great song, Purple Ring. Prince did that, I believe.
Exactly. Purple Rain, that's right.
Great song.
So then it's really important that we chop it like that. If you don't do this, it will be very hard to use and it won't taste good. It will be too crunchy. We slice it up like that, and the magic of TV, voila, we already have it in a little chopper.
Way to go.
And we'll chop it like that. So if you don't have a chopper, you're just going to have to mince it really fine, okay? So now we have this already hot. And we're going to then put the asparagus in here, and we're going to put the lemongrass in here too. Okay.
Yeah, I like it just like that, raw.
Yeah. Actually, we should have probably put in the lemongrass first. Okay. But we're going to speed up this process a little bit. First, put the lemongrass in once the onions are nice and glassy, and then we will also put in. We're going to stir this a little bit, okay?
Do you want me to do that?
Sure, stir that a little bit.
Some other stuff, sure.
Now, we would normally wait about 5 minutes to do that, and we're going to then also add some ginger. When you cut ginger, you're going to take a vegetable peeler. We've already done that because it takes a little bit of time.
Gotcha.
So we're going to put it back in the same kind of chopper that we used before. See how nice that's sizzling? Steve says he can't cook, but look at that, huh?
I love it.
He is a cook now.
Teresa,
I'm going to make this a little bit lower now. And I turned it off by accident. Hold on.
That's okay. We're good.
You got to leave it on. You got to leave it on the thing.
Okay.
Okay. So then we're going to put in some ginger. All right. We're going to put 3 tablespoons of ginger in here. Okay. Now, again, if we were doing this faster, we would have first put the ginger and the lemongrass in for about 2 minutes after those onions were nice and glassy. Gotcha. But it's okay for now. You see? Do you smell that?
Oh, it smells wonderful. It actually smells good, and I like the crunchiness of the.
We got to leave this on here because as soon as it comes off, this oven comes off. Okay.
Doing fine. Yeah.
All right. So. There we go. And we're going to wait. Normally, we would wait about 5 minutes, so that gets nice and soft. Gotcha. Okay. And then we're going to take coconut milk. You can buy this now. And you don't have to go to an Asian store for this. You can buy this at any supermarket in the Asian section.
Okay. We just got about a minute or so let's get that right in there.
So we're going to take chicken broth.
Gotcha.
We're going to take 4 cups of chicken broth.
Nice.
And put that in there. And you want to pour this in for me?
I'll pour that right in.
And See, you are. You
kidding me? It's just a myth. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing.
And then we're going to let that simmer for about 15, 20 minutes until it's soft.
All right.
And what we get in the end is this beautiful color. Look at that color.
Take a look at that color.
Isn't that beautiful?
I got a sports jacket like that. They won't let me wear that on the show. I don't understand.
Now, when
Go ahead.
Now, when we're done with this soup and it's soft, we're going to take an immersion blender, or we're going to use our home blender. Okay. And when you use an immersion blender, you have to be very careful to keep it in here. And we're going to simply do this until it gets to be nice and soft.
Can I have a flavor? I want a quick taste before we go.
Sure, of course.
Teresa's over on the side. She's got some action coming up.
Here we go. We'll take some in here. We'll put some here for you. Tell me what you think.
Oh, you're going to turn me around on asparagus?
I'm going to turn you around. You're going to be a convert.
Whoa!
Huh? What about that flavor profile?
Really good. All right. Of course, this is fantastic. And if you would really, really like to try this, go to WTNH.com, click on CT Style, and you'll have the recipe right here.